Hi friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This video was actually inspired by Miriam. I saw that she posted this type of video a few days ago. I was like, that is such a good idea. We're already 3 months into 2024 and there have been so many new makeup releases that I've tried. I was like, let's do a video of my top 10 favorites so far. But I also think this is gonna be a video I'm gonna do every 3 months. I feel like in 3 months time we'll have a lot to talk about and I'll also have a lot to choose from. I'm very excited for this video. Of course, I'm gonna have some demos on the screen as I'm talking about these products. So without further ado, grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get into my top 10 favorites of 2024 so far. First things first is this product right here from NYX. This is their blurscreen SPF 30 primer sunscreen. This is a release I definitely didn't think I was gonna love as much as I do. The way that this looks on the skin, first off, I love that this is a sunscreen, but I also love that it's a primer. I also love that it's not that matte kind of texture, definitely kind of like a thinner, lotiony, almost kind of texture, but then when you blend it into the skin, it turns into this soft, really blurred finish. I absolutely love it. If you tried the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, the consistency is the exact same. There's no white cast in here, which is something that I definitely look for to see if any of my sunscreens give me that. But I also love that it doesn't leave like a greasy feel at all. I have been reaching for this every single day since I tried it. It is that good. And it's definitely one of those products that once I finish it, I'm gonna repurchase it. But the releases that NYX have been giving us this year so far, they're going in a very good direction, so I really do hope that they keep it up. Danessa mryicks is such an innovator when it comes to the beauty community. When I tell you she's giving us all of these releases that are true staples that fit so perfectly in my everyday makeup routine, and this product is no different. This is the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. First, when I saw this kind of sneak peeked and talked about, I was like, interesting. How is this going to be different from the Blurring Balm powder that I love? When I tell you this is the perfect no makeup kind of product. On days when I don't wear makeup and I'm just wearing sunscreen, I still get oily. And just having a product like this that's translucent is such a game changer. It is such a game changer. Not only on my no makeup days, but also whenever I do wear a full face of makeup. I love that this adds an extra insurance to controlling my oils throughout the day. This is such an amazing product. It's one of those products that I didn't really know that I needed until I tried it. I love the mechanism of this too. It has like a little trampoline mechanism where you just push a little out. You don't need a lot of this. 2 to 3 dots is all that you need, and it'll literally cover your whole face. Now the texture of this is more of a serum, but once it dries down, it does dry down to that powdery finish, which is insane to me, but this works absolutely beautifully. If you love the Blurring Balm powder, you're gonna absolutely love this and find that there is a place for this in your makeup routine or your everyday routine. Let's talk about this powder, because this product right here, oh my gosh, when I tell you, if I was to design my own setting powder, it probably would have been this. Something that's waterproof, it blurs, it's talc free, and I also love that it brightens whenever I add a little bit more powder. But oh my gosh, this powder from Makeup Forever is top tier. I have setting powders in my collection that I absolutely love, but what really sets this one apart from the other ones is the fact that it is waterproof, and I also love how bright you can get this powder. I have mine in the shade Banana. Every video that you've seen since I tried this powder out on my channel has been me wearing this powder. It is the absolute best. Honestly, if I could recommend anything from Makeup Forever next to the HD Skin Foundation, it would be this powder. Those two products are absolutely my top 2 favorite from Makeup Forever, but this powder, it's good. If you haven't seen me dumping my face in a bowl of water to test out this powder, go check it out. I have a YouTube short up. It's insane. This right here, very unexpected, but hear me out. This is the Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid Glow Boosters. Can you believe this is in my top 10 for this year so far? I have tried so many glowy booster products and they all give you coverage and a tint. But when I tell you this is literal glow, it's just glow. There's no base color to it. It looks like glass skin, and that's what I love. I love that this is one of those glowy products that you can really manipulate to do whatever you want. Today I used it on top of my foundation rather than under, and I love that. I like to use this in the places where I would normally put highlighter, but oh my gosh, if you just want true glow, not really gonna give you any coverage, you just want like that glassy like look, this is the product for you. It is so good. This powder bronzer from Rem Beauty I absolutely love. And what's so interesting is I usually like more red in my bronzers, but this one I would say is a lot more neutral for me, which is so interesting. I have it on today. I just love this formula of this bronzer. It is so silky soft and smooth. It literally feels like silk. I know that's kind of like an interesting description, but it really does feel like silk on the skin. I love how it doesn't look, you know how sometimes when you put on, you know, powder products, it can look powdery? This one does not look like that. I feel like this bronzer just melts into the skin. But I want to go a little bit more natural with the bronzer and I don't want to do too much red. I have mine in the shade Espresso Martini. It is such a beautiful, beautiful formula, and honestly, I would love to see more shades in this, but I have been reaching for this bronzer a lot. Right. I actually have 2 blushes that have made my top 10, and I've tried so many blushes. I do think that blush was probably the #1 category I've tried the most of so far this year. These blushes were no-brainers for me. I also tried to think, what are the products where I started off with like 1 or 2 and went back for more? I was like, wow, I must really, really love that product enough to go back and buy more shades. One of the blushes are these right here from KVD Beauty. These are the Blush Balm Duos. Pigmentation, 10 out of 10. Longevity, 10 out of 10. The shade range, 10 out of 10. These are everything. I started off with 2. I ended up with 3. Listen, I wouldn't be upset if I saw more blush shades pop up from them. I want some bright pinks, you know, give me some pinks. I realize there really isn't any like pinks in the line. I would love to see some pinks. I really would. At first, I was a little bit skeptical about there being a split pan. I was like, my brushes are not gonna fit in that, you know? But no, my brushes do fit in this. I have been reaching for these blushes so much, especially for my everyday makeup look. I have really been tapping into these blushes. I love the consistency of it. It almost is kind of like moussey, but it dries down to like a soft matte kind of finish. I love it. At first I thought these were going to be overly dewy, but no. Those really surprised me. Now the other blushes are these right here from LYS. These are glowy blushes and I really love these as well. If I'm not reaching for the KVD, I'm reaching for one of these. I've been trying to kind of alternate between the 2 blushes, but I love this blush formula. I did not think that I would love a glowy kind of blush like this, but the pigmentation on this and how it doesn't look overly dewy, it's something about these blush sticks that I'm just like, wow, they look beautiful on the skin. So beautiful. If you love the contour sticks, you're gonna love these. The only difference is it does kind of have like that glowy kind of finish to it. I would love to see these in a more matte formula. Don't really know if that's gonna happen because we have like the triangle ones, but I wouldn't be mad if they put the triangle blushes in stick form because these are absolutely gorgeous. I have multiple shades and they all look absolutely beautiful on the skin. I already know these are going to be a go-to blush this summer, but oh, LYS killed it with that release. I definitely knew I wanted to include the Haus Labs Lip Hybrid in this video because this is truly an ideal lip formula. It's a lip plumper, it's a gloss, it's a lip oil, it's literally so many things in one. I think this is just so different than anything I have in my collection. My hand is a little wet. I have mine in the shade Guava. I just love the look of this. I love the feel of this as well. I just think the whole concept behind this is really fun. And I've tried a lot of lippies so far, like a lot. And this is just definitely one of my favorite formulas that I've been reaching for in my collection out of a lot of other lippies that I've tried so far. But I definitely knew I wanted to include this in here because I think it is such a unique formula. It's such a very interesting formula to describe, but I love everything that it does. I love how it feels on the lips. I love how it looks on the lips. Definitely a great release from Haus Labs. Now this lip formula, the one I'm wearing today, is the e.l.f. Plumping Pens. This is truly a dupe for the Tarte Maracuja. This is definitely probably the closest dupe. I know a lot of brands are coming out with click pens, but when I tell you this looks and feels like the Tarte, not even kidding. This is also one of my most reached for lippies. I love these. Today I'm wearing the clear. I love this formula. It does have like that tingly pepperminty sensation, but it does not burn on the lips at all. There are very mixed feelings about these, but I absolutely love these. You really only need 2 to 3 clicks and you're good to go. It covers the whole lip. Like any lip product, if you put too much on, it's going to get goopy. It's going to, you know, get all gross looking, but I'm telling you, you really just need 2 to 3 clicks you're good to go. You really don't have to pile this lip formula on. This is another formula where I started off with I think 2 or 3 shades and I ended up with the whole range. Now the last product I have in my top 10 are these Chromolite shadows from Mora Cosmetics. These are single shadows that perform like high end. There are quite a few Urban Decay, you know, dupes shadows as well. I think there's like a Space Cowboy kind of dupe, but I absolutely love these because I feel like these just take my look to the next level. They're so reflective. When I tell you these literally take my look to the next level, I'm not kidding, and they're so affordable. I think this came out like January 4th. Okay, so this came out the very beginning of the year. This shade is beautiful. It's like a duochrome. Look at that. Look at that. It is gorgeous. There's so many shades to choose from, but they all look so stunning on the eyes. Like, look at that. But those are my top 10 favorite releases of 2024 so far. I didn't include any eyeshadow palettes because I don't really feel like I tried that many palettes. You know, hopefully by the next time I get around to filming these kind of videos, I'll have a separate video on just top 10 palettes. Who knows? But I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know what's been your favorite release so far this year, and I'll definitely catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.